Hello, it is February 18th, and I'm here at Aloha Keakua Retreat Center in Colombia, in Minca. It's my last day. I wanted to share a little bit about a couple topics which came up yesterday in an impromptu women's circle that we had in a natural tree cave, which is an amazing space. I'd never been in one of those. And we talked a little bit about this theme of not being enough. And it's very easy for our own inner critic to have this storyline that we are not enough in ourselves, that we're not enough for this person, that we're not good enough for this job, that we don't deserve enough money, that we're not beautiful enough. And it's amazing how this story can just come up in so many of our paths, even though when we look at each other, at our sisters, we may see them as more than enough. This affects everyone too, men as well. And so really just owning that is a story that's created. And if you look through a magazine, like I remember one time I opened, People magazine, or I don't even know, something like that. And if you look at every single advertisement, it's all telling you that you're not enough. You don't have, enough makeup. You don't have enough this. You don't have enough that. This isn't good enough. That isn't good enough. So buy this and buy that so you have more. So then you'll have enough. And it's this kind of endless cycle that we're on in this, primarily in the Western modern culture of always needing something more, of always needing even, another degree or more experience, or, always something to prove yourself that you are enough. Like I need that house, or I need that car, or I need those clothes to say I'm enough. And it's endless. Nothing external from yourself is ever going to make you feel satisfied in that. And so really trying to remind yourself that you are enough, that you are more than enough, that you have everything you need, that there's no need to compare or contrast because you are yourself, and just keep being the best version of yourself. And the other theme that we talked a lot about was the topic of fear of missing out. That's something I learned about at a festival one time, because it's a week-long festival and they say, people go crazy the first couple days, and then, you feel like you're going to miss out and you can't sleep and you don't rest and you just keep going until your body just crashes because you can't just keep staying up all night. And being a traveler as well, it comes up a lot because everywhere that I go, there's something amazing to see. And that's super exciting. And it's good to, take the tourist path and say, I want to go see that temple or that, monument or that waterfall. But at the same time, we can never see it all. And just because it's the number one highlight in the guidebook doesn't mean that that's the best experience that you could even have there. Maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's a moment with yourself. Maybe it's someone that you meet. And so realizing that we don't want to play into this story that we're going to miss out on something. And one thing that helps me with that is really trusting my own intuition and my own inner guides. And knowing that when I know that it's time to go, that's because there's something else for me out there. And for example, being in this beautiful retreat center, it's felt like such a great family. It's so nourishing. Part of me says, wow, I could stay here for a long time. And part of me also says it's never going to be easy to leave, but there's something that is telling me that I need to move on, that there's something else down the road. And so I don't want to worry about missing out here or missing out on that person or this experience. There's a couple opportunities that have come up that people are going and doing really amazing hikes and journeys. And so part of me was like, oh my gosh, I should do it because the opportunity is now. I have to go now. And then really feeling into my intuition and what it feels like. And it's not the right time for me. And I just have to trust that those opportunities are going to come about when it's the right time for me. And maybe I won't ever get there, and that's okay. But really surrendering to that guidance, to following the signs, to following your heart, not getting stuck in your head, and going on your own path. It's been really nourishing to be here in community and to be around other people all the time, and feel really good about that. And at the same time, I'm looking forward to doing some traveling by myself and going off on my own journey as well. So stay tuned. Bye.